Roderick, God of War Beginners is a very cool name. I like that name. It's not the one we have in mind, but it's a very nice name. I like
Yeah.
it. My only downside with it is that you get everybody who consider themselves not an absolute beginner not taking the course. And I would like everybody to buy the course at quadruple price, like 5 or 6 times.
Why 5 or 6 times?
Because I would like to buy nicer groceries.
Okay, that's fine. That makes perfect sense.
I haven't had a car in a while. It'd be nice to drive around some. I don't know.
Beep, beep. Other than like a Flintstones mobile. What's one of those red cars, yellow top that the kids sit in? You know the one I'm on about?
I do. The little pedal ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, God of War Every Bunny is fun. I like that. So we've been talking a little bit about expanding the working on the expanded universe of Canopy games, making more and more characters and giving them names so we can actually reuse them. So we have Tukis in a few games. I've been working up. We've got Panda Friend in Tuki Bubble.
Yeah.
I've got Boggle in the game I'll show you a bit later. But part of that is like, if we, and this is not guaranteed yet, but it's just an internal discussion. If we were to make a bunch of sprite sheets for these characters, we could just use them in different courses. Or just give out the sprite sheets for people's games. So I've been sitting there thinking about names for characters because we've got Tuki, we've got Panda Friend, Avery and Annie Bunny. Avery and Annie Bunny.
Annie Bunny.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a bunch of those. I also thought we could have a monkey called Barrelo.
Barrelo monkey.
And a fish called Ketelo. It's a different kettle of fish.
It's an underwater game.
It's not the same.
Wait a minute. No one. If there's anything that I've learned from games in general, the underwater levels are never good levels.
This is somebody who's not played Subnautica.
That game is terrifying.
That game is absolutely terrifying.
I've played the first few bits, but if you play it with like your lights off and that's your only thing in the room and headphones on, yeah, when the first thing creeps up on you, and no.
That was my every bunny dance now for Roderick. So yeah, Mikey, I've been working on some of these sprites. So what I've done is I've made little layers in Libra Sprite, which is the FOSS version of a sprite, and I've exported them as an atlas, and I've made a cutout animation. And the idea being, if we wanted to, we could make a whole bunch of animations and then write a tool to export them into sprite sheets, and then switch out the body parts and just things and all the rest of it, and
that
then
sounds awesome.
make the next one. So would you like to see my very, very simple little test?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
All right, let me just switch to the correct project.
So are these animated with bones, you say?
Yeah, I can show folks how it's done. I have pressed the wrong button. You know what? Let me...
I should bring us back for a moment.
Which screen? Create a second. Nope.
Bread characters. No, not more bread.
Bread. This is the wrong game. Quick to project list. There we go. No, that's the wrong one again. What am I doing?
I don't know, Jan.
Holy. I have a master's degree. Okay, quit. Sprite sheet test.
There we go.
Goodness me. All right. So if we start this up. So we have randomly selected idle animations. So every 5 seconds or so, he'll just pick an idle animation. We've got a nice little walk. It needs a little bit of work. It's a bit stiff currently. It's got to jump. And then just
that's pretty awesome.
Seconds, pick another one. That's the same one. Let's give him another 5 seconds and see if he does another one.
Yep, there you go.
So just little idle tweaks. And all we're doing is we have a skeleton 2D and a bunch of bones. And each bone has its own sprite. Now, I know you can do this with polygons with a UV texture. However, I've been unable to get that working in God of War, which is what I'm using right now. So I'm just not doing that right now.
Yes, the polygon UV texture technique is I thought it was very interesting and a great way of changing out the colors
It,
of a, but you still need to animate it in a different way though.
well, you can still use the animation player, but
Mm.
it takes a bit of tweaking. It does allow you to do things like have bends in the arms and create where the joints are, and
Yeah.
not be limited by just having one sprite
Oh
per
yes, that's
joint.
true.
So you get less of a sort of paper cutout effect. So if you're not looking for the paper cutout effect, sure. But if you don't mind it, it works fine. But if I go on that, that's all we've got, right? We've just got a very simple walk. So I've just gone through and I've created tracks for the legs, left leg, right leg, the torso, the wings, the tail, and the head and the eye. It's based on 8 frame walks, but it's actually even simpler because it's tweening. I don't need to do most of those frames. So if I do do do,
That's really useful when software does that. Yeah, brilliant.
mhm. So the idea would be to use Godot's built-in image class to create a sprite sheet, potentially. Maybe not. Maybe it's too much work, but that's what I've been exploring. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen.
That is awesome.